It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Newell. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and what exactly is going on. Apparently for the new season, the upcoming season, season 14, there have been 3 housewives, well, and friends of, who have been axed. Now, they're saying that they're bringing back an OG, and I'm sure we can all kind of guess who this might be. Well, I'll get to that in a second. After season 13, experiencing some of the lowest ratings ever, and this is happening all across the board. My biggest question is, before we jump into this, are people just getting over the housewives, or is this because of COVID? Is that the reason that the Housewives franchises are experiencing the lowest rated seasons? Atlanta, Orange County, New York. What the hell is going on? Well, getting back to the OG who might be returning, we're hearing that Sheree Whitfield might be returning to the Real Housewives, and people are excited about it. It was told by Tamara Tattles and B. Scott, which B. Scott, we're still waiting for you to come on our channel. It's been said that Sheree has signed on the dotted line and she's back and they need her right now. They're saying that as of right now, she's dating the man who we heard about before, who was in prison, Tyrone. And they're talking about a potential marriage. That could be interesting, right? Actually, I want to ask you guys that. Would you even be interested in Sheree Whitfield coming back? A lot of fans were hoping for Phaedra Parks, but we know that Kandi Burruss still has not the best feeling in her stomach about Phaedra Parks, and we can probably understand why. I mean, after that ridiculous rumor, and when I say we can kind of understand why, I'm using that very loosely. After that ridiculous rumor and saying that she was trying to allegedly drug one of the other cast members and bring him down to her sex dungeon, yeah, that's probably a problem. And if I were Kandi, I wouldn't want to film with her either, even though Phaedra Parks at one point was a fan favorite. Now, as for the rest of the cast members, who's returning and who's not, they're saying that 3 of the women have been axed. Who could they be? Well, we've already talked about it before. Latoya Ali is on the outs, and she's been on the outs since the reunion. She tried bringing her new man to the reunion and showing, hey, look, even though my guy before, Adam Ali, would not film, my new man definitely will. So now you guys can come in my home, you can see my children, you can see my life with my boyfriend, and it's going to be a totally different dynamic. That's why Sutton Strack wasn't able to get a dime in her first season, because if you can't necessarily film with your children and your at-home life, then you can't be a full-time housewife, which is kind of ironic because Brandi Glanville was a full-time housewife for quite some time, and she could never film with her children, and she didn't have a husband, and none of the Real Housewives of New York have husbands. But we'll get back into it. Latoya Ali was cut because a lot of the women don't feel comfortable filming with her because she's sort of a loose cannon in the sense that she'll turn on anyone. She was friends with Kenya, and then she talks about the Mark Daly wanting alimony. Porsha was like, I'm not even going near you. Her and Drew Sidora were going back and forth all the time. It was one mess after another. So Latoya Ali, again, is out. Now, as for Drew Sidora, they're saying that she didn't live up to production's expectations. They thought she would be a shoo-in coming onto the show, and her storyline would be interesting. Now, from what we're hearing, she is technically not returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They're saying her storyline is not that interesting and it's time to move on. With that, that's 2 down. Who's left? They're saying that Cynthia Bailey is also on the outs, and she even expressed, from what the sources are saying, that she would be interested in returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta in a reduced role, a friend role, just trying to cling on to the franchise because at least it's some sort of paycheck. Something's better than nothing. And not to mention, they have some great moments. They have great cast trips when it's not COVID. And these are still some of her friends. She's been around them for quite some time. So I could see why Cynthia Bailey would want to return, even though she went on Wendy Williams and Wendy was like, do you know who's getting fired? She's like, no. Wendy was like, I think you should get fired. Gosh, Leave it up to Wendy. That's why we love her. Cynthia Bailey was like, me? Why? She said, because we've seen you get married. We saw you get divorced. Now you're remarried. You've come full circle, and we don't want to see you fight anyone. Plus, you've been a supermodel your whole life. So I'm sure financially you'll figure it out. You'll be okay. Well, it sounds like Wendy Williams may have got her wish because Cynthia Bailey is reportedly on the outs. But who does that leave left? Well, we have Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore is obviously returning because she has her interesting situation with Mark Daly, trying to navigate that marriage. Are they getting divorced? Are they not getting divorced? They're separated, but then they're vacationing together. What the hell is going on? Nobody knows, but I'm sure it'll play out on screen. Then we also have Porsha Williams, who they're saying might not want to return to the show only because she doesn't want to deal with all of the drama and controversy following her engagement to Simon Gobadia. Simon and her got engaged, but Simon was obviously married to another friend of the show last season who was Fallon Gobadia. And of course, I did that interview, the exclusive interview with Fallon, talking about her divorce, what she thought about the situation, and how she's moving forward. Now she is moving forward, so I don't want to touch too much on that, but they're saying that Porsha doesn't want to come back and deal with the women questioning her relationship and driving a wrench right into it. Porsha is currently filming her spinoff, and that's why they're saying that she is seriously considering leaving the show. If she has her own spinoff, almost like Kim Zolciak, don't be tardy. If she's making her own money and she can hold her own show, I don't blame her. I would leave the show too, because that's exactly what everyone's going to do. They're all going to dive right into her relationship. I can see Kenya Moore on the side waiting for the moment to go after Porsha, because this is... Some people think it was okay, and some people think it wasn't painted in the best light. I want to move on, though, because I don't want to touch too much on that situation. I feel like we've covered it a million times. Here's what else is coming up. Rumor has it that Marlo Hampton, who we've been waiting for to get a peach this whole time, might be in the running to be a full-time peach holder, especially if Cynthia Bailey is out. Everyone really loves Marlo, but everyone has also speculated as to why she's never been a full-time peach holder. There's been rumors that it's been because of arrests and so many other things that I don't even want to touch on. But if that's the case, then why now? Why would they bring her in, especially if they've waited all of this time? However, there are so many other housewives right now that are facing legal drama. Erica Girardi, Jen Shaw, Teresa Giudice went through her moment. If they get to go through it, would that mean that Marlo Hampton should deserve the same opportunity? That's a question that I have for you guys. Do you think Marlo Hampton should be a full-time peach holder? Would you guys welcome her back with open arms? Or are you like, no, we don't want Marlo Hampton. Let's get somebody else and keep it fresh. What that means is that we have 5 possible full-time housewives returning. We have Kenya Moore, Kandi Burruss, Porsha Williams, if she decides to come back. Also Marlo Hampton and Sheree Whitfield. If they're all 5 coming back. Now, if that's true, the other rumor is that the producer's production, they're looking for 2 more housewives. They want a cast of 7 women, and they are searching aggressively. They don't want a single woman, though. They want 2 women who are in long-term relationships, who are married, who have been around for quite some time, and that they have and experience that same lavish, extravagant lifestyle. That's what they're looking for the Real Housewives of Atlanta in order to save the franchise, as again, this last season was one of the lowest rated, if not the lowest rated season ever. I do want to get back to that big question for you guys, though. Do you blame COVID, or do you think it's just a matter of time before the fans are sick of the Real Housewives franchises? We've heard before that production, if they want the franchises to stay around for another decade, they have to start switching things up. That's exactly what they're doing with Real Housewives of New York. That's what they're doing with Real Housewives of Orange County. Could it also be what they're doing with Real Housewives of Atlanta? And is that why they're bringing back Sheree Whitfield? So many questions to which I have so many answers. So guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, answer the questions and let me know, are you excited for the new season? And do you think Cynthia Bailey should be out? Drew Sidora, she was only a 1-season wonder at this point if she is in fact fired, but are you upset about that? Guys, go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.